Operation Rainfall, mission complete! Dun dun dun! Ba-da. Fuck yeah! We got ourselves some Xenoblade, and then it was a follow-up of the last story. One more that we needed, and that was Pandora's Tower! And we'll be getting it this motherfucking spring. Smiles? Smile. Smile, damn it. Listen, smile! You have to smile over something like this. Because everybody that was like,
why are you even trying to, like, get those games over here? It's not like they're gonna pay any attention.
Suck it. You can fucking suck it. That's all I can say. A lot of people got together. A lot of people wanted to have the same thing, so they all banded together for the same cause and succeeded. That's one of those stories I'd love to see. If nobody said a single fucking thing, would it have happened? Hell no! So they're like, yeah, well, nobody's really interested in it. But that's the one nice thing about the internet. You can go have your voice heard and spread it amongst a bunch of other people who are like-minded like you and get it out to the right people. So Xseed, who's going to be publishing Pandora's Tower, is finally going to be bringing it here. So spring 2013, this year, we are going to finally begin our hands on the game here in the States. Fuck yeah! I mean, granted, the rest of the world has been able to enjoy it, so unless you were importing it, you know, you weren't really going to be playing it. But now we can get our own stateside release. That makes me pretty damn happy because, I mean, one, Xenoblade, absolutely fucking fantastic. If you have not played it, please go and play it. The last story, again, really fucking fantastic. And Pandora's Tower looked just as good. I was like, dude, why aren't we getting games like this? And, I mean, we're a very, very RPG-starved generation of gamers. That's really the truth. So getting our hands on these, and ones that are very unique. This isn't, you know, run-of-the-mill like every other fucking jack-off RPG. This one's pretty damn cool. To begin with, I can honestly admit I'm a person who doesn't like time limits when they're forced just to amp up the difficulty or, you know, make it a little bit harder to get through or what the fuck ever. But in this kind of instance, it works out pretty well. See, you have a time limit throughout the entire duration of this game, and you have to go and save this one chick that you have a major boner for. So you have to go to the tower, and, you know, you got 13 stages to go through. The faster you get through it, the better of an ending that you get. The slower that you go through, well, she's not going to really look human anymore. And I thought that was a really cool dynamic to go and put in there because it has relevance towards the ending and overall outcome of the game. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. Do I like having to rush? Not really, but for something like this, that's pretty fucking cool. So, you know, I'm all for that, and it's also nice that it's not just the traditional style RPG. This also takes in, like, platforming mechanics and shit. So you'll be using the Wii Remote to go and get your ass all about the stage and jump off stuff and blah blah blah. You know, basic platforming things. And there's also some Bionic Commando type things where you're, like, swinging and shit. At least that's what I thought when I first saw it, but regardless. And you can do either up-close melee with your sword, or you can do magical attacks and stuff like that. So it's either you're going to be, like, far away, like, fireball, 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 or you're just going to go up like fucking, I don't know, Dante or fucking Cloud Strife or somebody, and you got your sword and you're just whipping the living shit out of them and cleaving them in half. But at the end of each stage, you have a boss, and the girl that you're trying to go and save has to, like, consume the flesh of the boss, and has to, of every single boss in the tower, to be able to revert back into her human form, because, well, pretty much she had some arcane mark on her, and she's more or less fucked. So, yeah, and you're trying to save her because you don't want everybody to try to kill her because she's some kind of abomination, blah blah blah. But it's a pretty cool story. I mean, it's not the run-of-the-mill, the world is ending, we need you. Why? Because, get a ragtag group together of random people that have really fucking, like, crazy characteristics and whatnot. Go save the world. Please do that. That would be really awesome. Thank you. Goodbye. We'll see you at the end of the game. Probably not, because I'm just like a useless NPC that's trying to tell you we need you to save the world. I'm not really important. As a matter of fact, I already know for a fact they don't have me written anywhere in the fucking dialogue at the end of the game, so see ya! Yeah. So, I like this kind of storyline because it's different. I like the fact that this has gameplay mechanics not normally seen within an RPG. Fucking awesome. The time limit, it's actually a time limit with some noteworthy aspects to it that make it kind of cool. So, fuck yes. And graphically, game looks really nice. Music looks really fucking cool, and I heard it controls really well, so those are all a lot of shit that you go and bundle together to make a pretty kick-ass game. So, Yay! Seriously, be happy! Operation Rainfall was a success, but just because this was a success doesn't mean it ends there. There's always going to be some other stuff that people are clamoring for, that are pretty much chomping at the bit to be able to get their fucking hands on. They're fucking seething mad, just like, oh my god, why can't they just fucking bring that shit over here? It looks so amazing. And like thousands upon millions of people would be able to fucking like shit themselves with happiness. Albeit it'll be a really fucking messy thing of joy to go and express, but regardless, we'll be really happy to go and get their hands on said game. So, it doesn't stop here, it keeps going, and I think everybody over at Operation Rainfall knows exactly what I mean. And plus, all the other things have cropped up because they set a standard for everybody else. You know, they were the example, and I give them a lot of credit for that. They were the example, and now you see Operation all sorts of other things showing up, and lots of people, again, banding together. So this is something I'm fucking glad it became a success 100%. We're actually getting another Wii game. I thought the Wii games were done. So, they're not. They're still going to be releasing them. And a major release like this, get your fucking hands on, especially if you're an RPG fan. And Xenoblade, and The Last Story, because if you haven't, shame on you. And especially if you have like a Wii U, then you can go and play them on there. What the fuck ever, it doesn't really matter. This is all really awesome and kick-ass stuff. So anyway, I want to go and express my thoughts on it. I want to express my joy because it does really make me happy to see something like this. Not just because a bunch of fans are getting what they want, not just because, you know, Operation Rainfall was a success, but because a game that deserves an even larger fan base is going to attain it. So that right there is fucking awesome. So anyway, this is Alpha Omega Sin rejoicing, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on. Also, thank you, Xseed.